might be experiencing over there. But in Brisbane a few years ago, we had a heat wave where about just over 20 people died. In Melbourne, or in Victoria, in the southeast of Australia, it's been hot and dry. And the result of that is that the bushfire conditions are like, they've had to invent a new scale because the danger has gotten so high. And, we've experienced some very severe bushfires because of that, and whole towns getting gutted over the last few years. So, there's just been a gradual, I guess, evolution of more heat waves and more dire conditions.
Well, that seems to be the way it goes. I was looking at a paper or figures from the American National Center for Atmospheric Research, and they say over the past decade, daily high record temperatures in the United States outnumbered record lows by 2 to 1. So there are twice as many record highs in the last 10 years than there were lows. So record heat is becoming almost the norm. We hear it so often on the weather forecasts. Is that true in Australia too? They keep talking about new records being set?
I actually read that paper about the US record highs, and at the time I also read that a similar study is being done about analysing the Australian temperature record, but I don't think it's come out yet. I imagine it probably is, just based on the anecdotal evidence of what we're experiencing. But I'm looking forward to when that paper can come out and we can see what the results say.
Well, we'll look for it. And when scientists speculate fossil fuels could drive us to the upper limits of human tolerance for heat, people who I would call deniers routinely fire back ideas like this one. They say, well, scientists can't predict the weather next week, so why should we believe anything 100 years from now? How do you answer that?
I guess comparing weather to climate is like comparing apples and oranges in one sense. And the way I understand it is, think of throwing a dice. It's completely random whether you get a 1 or a 6, and you can't possibly predict it, the single roll of the dice. But if you roll the dice like 6,000 times, for instance, you can predict with reasonable accuracy that you're going to get 1,000 6s and 1,000 1s. With climate is essentially weather averaged over time. And while weather is random and chaotic, like the throwing of a dice, over time we can predict how it's going to behave, how the climate's going to behave. And what global warming is doing is it's like weighting the dice. Just so you weight the dice so that you get 6 more often. What we're doing is weighting our climate so that we get record hot days more often. And as time's going on, that's what we're seeing. As that study from the US showed, we're seeing twice as many record hot days as record cold days. And that trend is actually increasing. 30 years ago, it was almost equal, the amount of hot days versus the amount of record cold days. But now it's gradually moved up to double, and it's still going upwards. So once you average the weather out over time, we see long-term trends. And the trend at the moment is more record hot days.
I really appreciate the way you put that. I want to move to something else here. John, as I talk with climate scientists, and often after the call has finished, they'll talk to me a little more frankly even, and as I've done some research on the heat deaths, I suspect we may not reach this limit 300 years from now, but much sooner. We already face ongoing series of heat challenges, like the hundreds dead in Chicago in 1995, and at least 35,000 killed by heat in Europe in 2003, and as you've said, many more have died in a killer heat wave in Pakistan and India. So I think deadly heat is already underestimated when we talk about global warming. Would you disagree with that?
That's a tough one, I guess. I was looking up some statistics on heat-related deaths, and it is tricky because while the heat waves are getting more often, I guess technology has also developed, so our ability to adapt to it has improved to some degree. So, I probably couldn't answer that definitively, like whether... the other thing is, when they record a person's death, they can put different causes of death. So, I'm not 100%